I love it.
All right.
Hey, how are you, Kim?
Good. How are you?
I'm excited. I'm doing great. I can't believe this is looking at being our first podcast.
First
I
podcast,
know.
Midland
Midland Honda
Honda.
Talks Live. Isn't that fabulous?
I know.
Yep.
So, welcome everyone. This is, like we said, our first podcast of many to come. We're super excited about it. We're going to be talking basically everything to do with Midland Honda. So, tune in, get excited. We are. One thing, Rich, I wanted to ask you,
Sure.
why are we doing a podcast? What?
Hey, what a great question because, we could do a lot of other things, couldn't we, Kim? I thought to myself and I talked to, my business partner, Pete, and I said, you know what? We've got an amazing person in you as our marketing manager here. And we've got so many things to tell the world about what we do at Midland Honda. To do that in traditional advertising, I couldn't imagine what that would cost or how you and I would how would we even go about it, right? How would you go about it? I wouldn't even know.
So
I
much money.
watch, yeah, exactly. You and I watch people on YouTube and Instagram, and you can just see the whole world going crazy with podcasts. And I'm going, why can't we do this in Little Midland and talk up what's going on in the car industry? And I think there's going to be so many dynamic things for us to talk about. If we can do it weekly, would be amazing. But you and I are going to work on this. I think there's going to be some opportunities to talk to our database of customers. That's such a car term, isn't it? Our clientele. I shouldn't
Yeah.
talk like that. But the bottom line is, it's our ability to talk to our customers and answer questions where we can and get
Yeah.
involved. I see it as this amazing tool where there's almost an endless amount of things for us to chat about, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I know, like, since I started, all I've heard is podcast, podcast, podcast. So
I
I'm
know.
excited to actually be sitting here and pushing record, and we're actually doing it.
I
So
can't believe we're doing it, eh? It's pretty exciting, isn't it?
I know.
Yeah, I know. I think there's going to be people out there. I hope they're going to enjoy it, and if they feel like getting involved, I think that's the whole point of it. I think
Yeah.
that as a dealership, we want to not only offer a great product from selling cars to taking care of them, but be the kind of dealership that kind of maybe answer questions about service departments, about sales operations that they don't
Yeah.
know, and they have questions. I'm happy to answer. I can only answer with what I know, and that's the truth,
Mhm.
right? And that's what we
And
start with, right?
you know a lot. So
No,
it's going to be
I
good.
and I'm learning all the time. Like, who isn't learning all the time, Kim? But my knowledge of the auto industry, I'm happy to share with people, right? And you know,
Mhm.
it'll give them a different view because what we're going to talk about, Kim, is really, truthfully, what really goes on behind the doors of a car dealership. We're not going
Yeah.
to candy coat it. We're not going to, I don't know what's exaggerate it or tell
No.
make like what sometimes maybe what the media can sometimes do.
Yeah.
Um, I've been in the industry almost my whole working life, and I would tell you that's a great industry, and I get to meet so many amazing customers that I can't even tell you the stories. I share some of them with you,
Yeah.
but this platform I think will allow us to talk to our database in a manner that 10 years ago, 15 years ago, it was science fiction. It
Yeah.
was Star Trek, wasn't it? Crazy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think too, like, I am new to the auto industry. So I think too, like, I want people to know about certain things that you guys might have just you always think about. You don't, you don't think about, oh, should we explain that a little bit further? And I'm like, hello, what is that?
Yeah.
So I think that will be fun too.
It's even as little as just some of the words that we see in the auto industry all the
Yeah,
time. They're almost like
anything.
slang,
Yeah,
but
phone ups, be
yep.
backs. I'm
We
like,
yep.
what is everybody talking about?
I think, as a person in the industry, I take for example or exact that people know what we're talking about or what the
Yeah.
industry is like. And I think what we can do is certainly, dive into some of these topics and answer some questions. And some people might be maybe surprised and amused exactly how the industry really is, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so.
I know I've been surprised, like, a lot, you know,
Yep.
since I've worked here.
It's a different industry than what you came from, isn't it? In a lot of ways. Yeah.
It is.
And
It
it's
is.
and it's going through such changes right now, Kim. We've got COVID-19, which is a big issue for sure. But when you
Mhm.
take what's going on the digital side of things with the car industry, the
Oh, yeah.
changes from the new department to the pre-owned, you've seen that in just your time with us.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
going
It's
there's
crazy.
It is crazy. It feels like we're on this roller coaster ride of changes, right? And we've watched podcasts, you and I, from other people talking about it. There's probably never been so much fluctuation slash change in the industry as we've experienced in the last 18 months.
Yeah.
Right?
It's definitely exciting. It's definitely exciting.
Yeah, it's exciting. I think that it can only go, and I think 2022 is going to be a year where we're going to see a lot more changes. I feel it. And from what articles I read, people I talk to at the manufacturing level, there's a lot coming. There's a lot of new things coming, and there's a lot of new things from Honda that's coming. So maybe we can share that with the public and transfer that excitement, right?
We're going to share it all.
Yeah, I think so.
But yeah, so me being fairly new to Midland Honda, we thought it would be a good first start to kind of give everybody kind of a little background story of Midland Honda, where we were, how did we get here, all that. Some things I don't even know, so I'm excited to learn about. But yeah, so let's get into it.
Yeah, it's a fantastic idea. So, Midland Honda has been in business since 1989. It was built at the old location at 868 King Street here in Midland. 11 years ago, soon to be 12 years, Kim, as of June.
Crazy.
We bought Midland Honda from the previous ownership. And, since that point, we've made a lot of changes. We've gone through some incredible journeys. The first week we took over the business 11 years ago, we got hit by a tornado, day number one. I know you've heard these rumors, these stories, but we literally lived. That was my first day in the building. I know I probably should have ran, right? But that was our first day. The tornado took the building out. Thank goodness nobody was injured, but it did shut us down for, almost 8 months before we reopened. And that was in 2010, crazy. June 23rd, a day of infamy, that's for sure.
Wow.
So, after that, a lot of journeys have happened within our dealership. Peter and I, decided 4.5 years ago that it was time to move to a bigger building. And the old building, it did its purpose. But, as Honda cars have become bigger, the old building was designed for remember the old Honda Civics, the small little ones?
Yeah.
Designed for that. So as cars grew bigger, the shop at the old building just simply wasn't big enough for us. We outgrew it. So 4 years ago, we bought the property that we're on now at 947 Jones Road. But we bought this raw piece of land at 6 acres in size. And we, in the last 3 years, we designed a new building with the help of Honda Canada and the architect team. And we've designed this beautiful facility. We think it's a beautiful new facility, and it's a far cry in size. The old building, Kim, was only 6,000 square feet. This new building's 23,407 square feet.
Yeah, it's wild. I see. I was lucky enough not that it was a bad thing that I would have been working there, but I came into this company in this building, which, I don't know any different. I know this amazing facility, and I watched some of the videos from, the past, and it's crazy.
It's a big difference, isn't it? Oh yeah.
It's huge.
Yeah. It was an old facility, and compared to this facility, we've gone from a very old building to a state-of-the-art, the most modern Honda dealership in Canada right now. Yeah. And it's very exciting.
What was that like for the staff, to move? Obviously, moving buildings must have just been, one, for business, crazy. But what was it like for them to get in here? It would have been such a change for them.
I think, we all felt this unbelievable enthusiasm when we were there weeks before the move, organizing the moving vans, organizing how the tools were going to go from the technicians' workbenches, getting all that over, moving everything out, getting rid of the old furniture. What are we taking with us? What are we keeping? It was all a big, big plan, and the weeks went by real fast. And then the day we were moving, the excitement was amazing. We got food for the whole staff, and then shutting down the old building, turning off the lights. It was surreal. It was really unbelievable experience. And then driving over here in the moving vans and the trucks and the trailers, and we moved in the new building. It was like getting a new pair of shoes. It was unbelievable. It was like,
A
they
big
feel
pair of
different.
shoes.
Yeah, they look different. They feel different. In a new building, it was like you could see the look in the whole staff. We still had quite a bit of the people building the store that were still in the building. We had town officials here checking over everything, looking at the safety of the building. It was a
Mm,
lot of things happening the first couple of days. So the energy in the place was unbelievably high, and that must have lasted a week to 2 weeks. And it was funny, and then all of a sudden, I think I had fun with you. I told you about this. It went from that to everybody's face was, uh-oh, now we all have to work harder because it's a new building. For a couple of weeks, I had to literally say to everyone, hey guys, everything's going to be fine. We're going to be fine. I know you're scared. I know that you're feeling the pressure of performing in a new building and
yeah.
what comes along with that. But we got past it. So it was really a roller coaster ride. A really high hill and then a really low drop. And then we came back up again, right?
Get
So
back up.
yeah.
Oh, that's cool. What is your favorite thing, or you think is the best thing about this new dealership?
Wow, what a great question. My first thing is how proud my team are every day when I walk through the place, and the smiles and the high energy I get. I get customers. Even today, Kim, I had a lovely customer who's been with us, Midland Honda, for gosh, longer than I've been here. She said over 20 years, and she couldn't say enough how much she thought our staff were just overachievers, like wonderful customer service, pleasant, and couldn't do enough to help her out. Isn't that amazing?
That's so nice.
Yeah. So if you were to say what's my biggest thing, seeing how our staff here at Midland Honda, the team, I mean, it's a beautiful building, but the team make a difference. Like if you don't have a great team, it's not much of a building, is it? Doesn't mean
Oh
anything.
no, not at all. But I will say there's a lot of things here in the new building that helps everybody with their job.
I think I know where you're
Um,
going. What's so amazing about the building is what you like to. Well, listen,
well,
let's talk
like
about that.
what do we have now that you didn't? I obviously know a couple things, but what didn't you have there that you got now that it has made things so much easier?
I'm glad you asked the question, and I truthfully, it's a no-brainer answer. We've got things such as for customer convenience, a drive-through. So when people come in, instead of parking outside in that, miserable cold, they're driving the car into the drive-through and they're getting serviced properly. They're having a relaxing coffee in our waiting lounge, which we didn't really have before. And when the car's done, they're taking delivery of the car from inside that delivery area, which the old dealership, they were walking 100, 200, 300 feet in the blowing winds and miserable weather. So that's one amazing thing. Two, we've got a car wash, Kim, a state-of-the-art Mark 7 car wash. And that's a car wash that does everything from washes the car down, we wax the car, and of course, we're using a high blower system to get the car dry. That's something we only dreamed of at the old building.
Yeah.
That's a customer convenience thing. On top of that, we've got some things that help us truthfully market cars. We have got our own internal automotive photo booth. So we can actually take pictures of a car in a state-of-the-art photo booth inside the building that allows us to take pictures 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, all year long.
I know a lot of people are really jealous of our photo booth. I get comments all the time.
I bet you do. I bet you do, eh? Other dealers see it because it's not something you see very often.
No.
It's a wonderful asset to have, and certainly in the bad weather, you really recognize how nice it is to have. Because I can tell you, all the years I was outside taking pictures, it's not fun.
No, I would hate my job if I had to do that.
I bet.
But even customers, they love the photo booth. When I'm in there,
yep.
I start spinning it around. They're watching me. They're all in the service advisors' desks, getting ready to leave. And they'll just watch me. I'll have a crowd of people.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's funny.
What else can I think of? I mean, from the facility, this tire storage facility that we never had at the old facility. Right now we have 24 sea containers, which hold almost 850 sets of customer tires. It's a lot of tires and rims, isn't it, Kim?
Yeah. So you didn't have tire storage at all for customers, or did you have it like a
much smaller version of it? Yeah, we
Oh,
had it at
okay.
the old facility, Kim, but not at the same level of professionalism. Like size wise, we're at least twice the size of what we had at the old place, but it's all
Mhm.
computer monitored
Yeah.
now. So we know where every customer's tires and rims are in every container. We take pictures of the rims and tires before they go in storage. We track everything. So there's no guessing anymore, right?
No. Yeah. Yeah, it's I couldn't imagine doing that without the system that we have. Like, it's amazing and so easy for all the guys to use it, and if we didn't have it, it would just be just chaos.
I think so. Let me share something with you, Kim. When I came here 11 years ago, the tire storage, we only stored a handful of tires and rims. I'm talking less than 10, 15 sets of rims. We just didn't store them. We just quietly grew at the old place, but we ran out of room. And then we moved up here. We just really, I'll use the word exploded, and it's
Yeah.
gone through the roof, right? Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy. Crazy. So, I know like with the new building, and we
Yep.
recently got our gold award for the green dealership from Honda Canada.
Hmm.
So, like I know a little bit about how we got that award, but not, fully. So when you guys were designing the building and building it, were you thinking of all of those things that you had to do at that point to get to be a green dealer? Or was it just kind of happened that those things were going to happen and we got the award?
Yeah, what a great question. So, Honda Canada came out probably the better part of 4 years ago with their green initiatives for all the dealers in North America.
Hmm.
So, Honda Canada has sent out a list of determining factors and things that they wanted to see in dealerships for in green environment, for improving the overall efficiency of your building, heating, cooling, water supply, waste management, everything. A whole bunch of the other things I'm not doing a fair job of explaining, but there's a list, and it's got to be 10 pages long. And it's a
Wow.
list of things that they'd like to see in buildings because most people aren't going to go build a new building as a rule just to satisfy the environment, right?
Yeah.
Well, with us, we built this new dealership. We sat in front of the architect and Honda Canada's specialist. There's a lady down in California who's been wonderful from the day we started with the whole initiative with building a new dealership. She helped us hit certain objectives for a green environmental award. So they rate you as a dealership. So everything from a bronze level, silver level, gold level, and the ultimate is a platinum level. Well, with all the things that we built in the dealership, from how we heat the building, cooling it, lighting system, water management, wastewater, gray water, and a lot of other things, again, we were amazing enough that we hit a gold level award. We just got that, as you know, Kim.
Yeah.
And that we're one of only 9 dealers in the province that has that. And we're only just a stone throw from being a platinum award winning dealer. Yes, a stone throw. And you and I are gonna work hard on getting there, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
Absolutely.
that's something we're very proud of. That's really something that we weren't sure how we'd finish up, but we really, as a team, worked really hard to making sure that we could get the vast majority of targets hit coming in the building. And yeah, with the lady in California from Honda Canada, her name is Christelle. She helped us hit that target.
All right. So is there anything that now that the dealership's built, we're in, you're settled, is there anything that you're like, God, I wish we did this, or oh, if we only did this, we would be even better?
Wow, what a great question. I mean, there's been a couple little things, this along the way because you've been involved with me, that I go, gosh, I should have done this. I should have added that. And it just comes back to until you build a dealership, you really don't know.
No.
Because there's thousands of moving parts when it's being designed, and tens of thousands of moving parts when it's actually being built. And sometimes you get in the building and you go, how could we have missed that? Why didn't we do this? Right?
Yeah.
I've said that to you a couple of times. I can think of right now probably a couple small things. If you ask me, was there a major thing? I'm going to say no. I think that we
Yeah.
did a great job. I mean, I feel that way. I don't know how you feel. You
Yeah.
know.
I think it's an amazing dealership. I mean, a lot of dealerships that I've been in are old, right? So
Yes.
coming in here and everything's shiny and new still is
Yeah.
like, it's so nice.
It's a great feeling, isn't it? And I
Yeah.
think it's a really great thing for the whole team, doesn't it? The whole team of the store. I mean, when people walk in, I think we really do wow them. That it's
Oh
a
yeah.
facility from front to back of the building, right?
Even customers that might not have necessarily been at the old dealership, but
Yep.
saw the building being built and the whole
Yep.
thing.
Yep.
And they're like, wow, I've never been in here before.
Mhm.
So they just love it.
Yeah, it does. I think, we get lots of people from the local area naturally, where those wonderful customers we have. We get people from around Simcoe County. We get people from way out of town, like Toronto, Hamilton, all over the province coming in. And when they come to the dealership, it blows them away because they're not
Yeah.
expecting this really nice new dealership in a small little town, right?
I know.
Yeah, we surprise them, don't we?
We do. We do. And I mean, I guess that's kind of our vision with our podcast too, is we want to show everybody what we've got here at Midland Honda and why we are amazing
Yeah.
and do amazing work.
Yep.
So stay tuned for a lot of good
I think this
shows.
is just the beginning, Kim. I think we can have so much
Yeah,
fun with this and certainly answer a lot of our customers' questions. And I think it really does help us
absolutely.
separate. Yeah, it does, right? I'm
Mhm.
looking forward to this. I think this is a really good idea. I know that so few people in the car industry want to jump on it because it's different. I think
Yes,
for us, it separates us. And and I know that we do a lot of things in the store that a lot of dealers just don't do. And
for
we
sure.
use digital, as in video, internet, social media, to our advantage, I think. And I think it's a great way of talking to our customers, our database, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I think that's a good send off and get everybody excited for future shows that we're going to have. So stay tuned to our social media sites and we'll let you know when we've got new shows coming up, who's going to be on, what we're going to be talking about. But we're excited. Hopefully, everybody else is too.
Yep. Yep, 100%, Kim. I think that if people have got ideas or questions they want to ask us, I can't wait to answer them. I think we're going to have a lot of fun with this in the near future, right?
Absolutely. All right. Well, thanks for chatting.
Yeah, thanks for chatting too. Appreciate it, Kim. All right. You have a great
Okay.
day.
See ya.